guys? Hi and welcome to the Imperium, guys, with me, the 40k Empress. We are here to discuss this absolutely amazing trailer for the Horus Heresy, the new tabletop, unfortunately. So, we are going to discuss why is this so epic, but at the same time, of course, what is the problem, what is the catch, if you have seen the title, if I haven't changed it, of course. So, we are going to watch this, and then we're going to discuss everything, and hi to everybody in the chat. Let me know if you can hear it, but you should be able to hear the trailer and all of that. So, let's go. Let's see this historical moment in Warhammer 40k history. Seeing Malcador and freaking Constantine VALDOR on the screen.
And calculations. Yet, they seemed to help him. A way he could express the enormity of his plan. Not if the legions are successful. It depends on how deep the rot goes.
Oh man. Whoa. That was so epic. Oh boy. The new guys. Oh boy, this is so awesome.
Attack failed.
How many?
Half of the legions now stand with Horus.
You're surprised?
In the end, I suppose not. Do you wonder if they might be right? Many will sympathize with their rebellion.
I am the Emperor's spear. What I think doesn't matter.
Oh my god, this is like honey on the
What
screen.
now, then?
We make ready for a war that may never end.
I mean, this is beautiful. Did the camera just zoomed in by its own? Jesus Christ. Okay. Hi to everybody in the chat again. So, we are going to see this again while I'm talking, of course. So, to me, this is historical to see Malcador the Sigilite depicted in a 3D animation, especially from this super high caliber, because all of their cinematics and the previous one with Horus was absolutely amazing. So this is on par with that previous cinematic. It's just it's just so awesome. I mean, I'm melting. I can't even form words because this is a dream for me to see this. But then the bittersweet part and the catch, so to speak, is that this is it. We don't have anything. We don't have the animation of this. I mean, we don't have like a movie. Of course, Kendrick was working on the live action, but we don't know what he's gonna do. We don't know if he's gonna bring like the main lore, like the characters that really matter, like the Emperor, the Astartes. Where is the story going to start from? There's so many questions, but those are the things that Warhammer is made of. You know, the Horus Heresy, what happened before that, the reign of the Emperor, how he ruled, how he created the Primarchs, all of that amazing epicness, the deal that he made with Chaos. I mean, there's so many amazing things, so many stories to be told before the 40K even started. And to me, to see this part of the Horus Heresy, it's beautiful. And those new Dreadnought guys are amazing. Have to check again how they're called. Not Sentinels, Senti something. I read it 5 times and I just couldn't comprehend it for some reason because I don't know, it's just a new Warhammery word. It's supposed to be like a sentinel, but it's not. So yeah, I will read that how they're pronounced in a minute. But yeah, this is so epic, and you see for the first time how Malcador is walking around and speaking. You know, some people waited almost 40 years to see this, you know? It's so beautiful, and to see the Imperium, like the Imperial Palace depicted, and we do know that it's so huge that this is just a sorry, it's such a small part of the Imperial Palace. Like imagine seeing this in live action. And look at his mannerisms of Malcador, how he did this with his head and just spoke in his eyes. You know, he looks like he's blind, but he's not. I'm pretty sure that he's not. I never heard that Malcador is blind or anything like that. So, this is just beautiful. And, Constantine Valdor looks exactly like he looks like in his Joy Toy figure and some of the art that he's depicted in. So that is also amazing. They're keeping with the looks of the characters, you know? The stream didn't start automatically for me. It's always the same with YouTube. Very weird. Yeah, sometimes it happens, unfortunately. I can't really do anything about that. It's out of my hands. Okay, let me move myself a bit. So, to hear them speak at all is just beautiful, you know? When we get such moments in the novels, those are... Camera, stop it! Those are the best, the best moments when we get those. Those are the best moments in the books. I live for these moments. When I read the novel, I want to see the main characters talk and do anything because they're fascinating. But when you just see the filler and everything else that's happening that's not that essential, you're like, what happened with the main characters now? You know, that's how I feel. At least it looks good. Oh no, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. But the catch is that we're never gonna see this, or we're never gonna see this in any time soon. Like, remember what happened just a few days ago when I covered this new show, Lupercal. Maybe we'll never see Horus in that because they're focusing on some freaking huge titans and stuff. And the titans drivers. The princeps, yes. It's late, but yeah, the princeps. Like, what do I care about the princeps? Like what? Well, the answer is I don't really care in comparison with everything else that's a lot more important. Then that's what I want to say. Wonder how Cain will be depicted in the live action. Of course, I'm wondering about everything because we really don't know. But look at this.
For a war that may never end.
Well, it did. It did, though. So, as far as I understand, maybe this is going to be a one-off and not really going to continue because of the Horus Heresy. It doesn't need to be like 40K, just update it all the time. And if you play the tabletop, you have to buy the next thing and the next thing. But some people are worried about particular things in the lore that might change because of this. And I'm not sure what exactly could change. There are already things that are new, like those, not sentinels, guards. I'm gonna check how they're called, guys. Again, hold on, I gotta see. How are they called? Damn it. Senti something. Senti something. Just hold on to your butts. To your butts, I said. Hold on. Okay. 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 Hold on. Mm. Okay, maybe somebody is gonna tell me in the chat while I'm just typing this here and wondering how to phrase it so I can get a freaking answer. Wonder how, full or romantic chat with huge arms. I don't know. I mean, how they're gonna depict anything? Are they going to use like the real heads of the actors, but then the body is gonna be CGI? Who knows? So Saturnine, Terminators, Saturnine Dreadnought, MK2 Crusade Armor Space Marines, Arcane Quad Accelerator Platform, Titans, other units and teasers. Yeah, that's just things from the trailer that I just, picked up. But yes, Saturn, that's so cool. It just sounds cool. But I cannot freaking remember it. It just sounds cool. So yeah, all of this 30k aesthetic is pretty cool as well. I mean, I like all the 40k aesthetic, but there's something special about the 30k aesthetic as well. And you can really tell which is which, if you notice such things. Now, this is the second time that we see Sisters of Silence trying to speak this way. The first time, of course, was in the Warhammer animation series that we got with the female custodian as well. Yeah, I mean, excluding the female custodian, that was pretty cool interaction. But now you see that it's really cool how they communicate. They complete each other. Like one is a man, the other is a woman. It's cool. I mean, why not? They perfectly don't care about their gender at all. They're just there to do their freaking job, and that's how it's supposed to be. And that's it. Centurion. And that's not Centurion. It's with S. Dear Clayton, it's with S. I have to get used to saying it. I have to hear how other people say it. But yeah, it's really new. No, it's really new. I don't know how that's gonna change the lore, or if you play the tabletop, how is that gonna change at all? Yeah, I have no idea. You can sign? Really? No, that's cool if you know sign language. And this is a very cool and very conniving evil tactic here that we see. It's pretty bad. I would feel so bad if I was a loyalist and all of a sudden somebody brainwashed me to become an evil bitch. To speak. Just gonna be so sad. So disgusting. I can't even really. Ah, your brother is deaf, Tanya? Really? Oh, damn. I'm sorry to hear that, but at least you now know something additional. You can communicate with other people that are also deaf. At least. But they look so cool, those. I mean, I can't be against new models unless those new models grew up with people's tabletop everything. Maybe Valkyrie is here. Oh, here she is. Oh, hey, hi to you. Hail. So yeah, this is an Imperial palace if I ever seen one. It's so beautiful. Yeah, look at this guy chat here. Like, he's the chattest chat of the chats that ever chatted. The chattest chat of the chats, yeah. Brilliant. Brilliant me. And here's another chat that ever chatted. It's chatty. A very chat. The chattest of the chat. Oh, look at Malcador with the 2 eagles. And can you imagine, this is the most powerful psyker in the whole Imperium, behind the Emperor. Malcador, that is. Ah, I gotta hear this again. Hold on, guys, this conversation. I gotta hear it.
Surprised?
In the end, I suppose not. Do you wonder if they might be right? Many...
Sorry, I muted my mic. At the end, I suppose not. So, you know how we speculate whether or not Malcador really knew what the Primarchs are supposed to become, and that they are going to betray the Emperor for sure. And there's a book that I read that basically, Sir James, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, for the memberships. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, so many people got it. Oh, that's amazing. 5 memberships. Hell, thank you. Thank you, Hell. Thank you. That's amazing. That's really amazing. On a Saturday evening, especially. So, thank you. Yeah, guys. So in this book, by the way, Sir James, do you know Warhammer 40k? If you don't know, let me know. I can explain a little bit if you wish. But yeah, basically, Malcador is saying in that book that he, of course, knew that the Primarchs are going to betray the Emperor. It was all a plan. They were all tools and all those things. I think I read that 1.5 years ago, but I remember that very clearly. He was telling the story to a woman that was very hurt, laying on a bed or something like that. So a lot of people are speculating whether or not he was lying there. I mean, lying to, this woman for some ungodly reason. But we cannot prove this because nowhere else in the lore is mentioned or not mentioned that Malcador maybe have lied then and there. It doesn't seem like it. So this is either going to be retconned or stay the same, or confirmed or denied, or just never gonna be addressed. So he's like, well, not that much. I'm not that surprised, Yes, Sir James, do you mean yes, you're familiar with 40k? Explain 40k, the Empress is doing a marathon, everyone. I'm doing a marathon? Where? And by the way, I did include this time. Oh, Slay Every Game is here! Hi, you. Hi, Slay Every Game. I'm just happy to see you. I did put my Steam this time in the description. So if anybody wants to add me on Steam, now you can. Yeah. So let me go back a little bit, just a little bit. We can analyze all day long how they talk because it's also, fascinating, because this is the first time that any 40k fan has ever seen these guys depicted in animation, let alone such a high level of animation. So it is so fascinating. It's like Christmas to see them, Christmas.
How many?
Half of the legions now stand with Horus.
You're surprised?
In the end, I suppose not. Do you wonder if they might be right? Many will sympathize with their rebellion.
I am the Emperor's spear.
He says many will sympathize with their rebellion. How can Malcador say such a thing? He knows that everybody has a weak point or something like that? It's very interesting. Yeah, I have not played 30k yet though, but I've read a lot of the lore for the Horus Heresy. Oh, Sir James, okay, so you're totally in the know. I no need to explain to you, okay. But yeah, it's interesting though, how he says this. Many will sympathize. How would you know, Malcador? Maybe he just means that, yeah, of course, they're all weaklings, they're all going to turn against the Emperor. But, those are supposed to be like the most loyal sons, in whatever universe, but that's exactly the opposite.
What I think doesn't matter.
What now, then?
But that did change later, because now in 40k, Constantine VALDOR is supposed to be this amazing golden king, the Yellow King somewhere, and maybe he's gathering an army. I did made a video about this, but there's like, interesting information about that, but it's not complete yet. So far we just think that he is somewhere in a pocket space where he just gathers a particular army that is unlike anything else that the universe has ever seen before, and he wants to restore the Emperor with the help of this army. Is very interesting. I'm not sure if they're ever going to address that, but they are going there in
We
the
make
lore.
ready for a war that may never never end.
No. Should end. Hopefully it will end. Oh, please. I mean, it did end here, but technically, if the Emperor is still on the Golden Throne and have not recovered, the war, in an essence, with Chaos is still continuing, which is true. How is it going? Oh, 12 likes. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, so you can post your theories in the comments if you like, guys, but it's just very interesting. I think that 30k is much more interesting than 40k is right now, because, you know, right now, not that it's not interesting that Gilliman is going and, you know, fighting the Tyranid, and then the Lion returned, and maybe somebody else going to return. But it's going to be a lot more interesting if we know what the Emperor is actually doing in the meantime. The only thing that we know so far is that he is gathering strength, but that's just about it. And he was able to restore Gilliman back to life when he was poisoned, so to speak, with the god blight, which is something that Mortarion and his disgusting demon fellas created, especially to kill a Primarch. And yeah, the Emperor was able to totally recover his body when it was disintegrating from the inside out.
It depends.
Okay, Sir James.
Deep the rot goes.
Yeah, how deep the rot goes is very far. It's very far. And by the way, if you want to see a depiction of the fight between Horus and Sanguinius from the latest books, The End and the Death, part 1, 2, 3, you can watch my animation video. It's basically like a bunch of, well, yeah, it's a bunch of pictures that are animated, and I'm trying to depict the whole death of Sanguinius. Successfully. I managed with search, some segments of the book, how he's going to search for Horus, he finds him, they fight, and then, of course, you know what happens, Sanguinius dies in a horrible manner. Which I couldn't depict the horrible manner, I could depict the emotion of the horrorness and some of that manner, but not everything. Because I'm making this with, I had to make this with a ton of different tools that are AI. But of course, in order for me to make the characters look like themselves, there was a ton of effort, and hours upon hours upon hours, days. So it's not like, oh, it's AI, you can just do it. No. It's super difficult to do. So just so you know, guys, that was a lot of effort. It's of course somewhere in the videos. It's like maybe a year ago I done that. That was pretty freaking impactful. I'm using the books themselves for everything. So yeah, I tried. And awake, haven't been back since Hazel's stream. Really? Oh my gosh. Maybe you also need a break like me. I need 1 day off. Something like that. Just one. You know, not more. And I'm gonna be fixed.
What I think doesn't matter.
So yeah, and even can you imagine that we actually have a joy toy figure of this guy? It's like 18 centimeters of glory. It's just beautiful. I can't buy it, but it's beautiful. So between this and the previous Horus Heresy trailer, they're just freaking amazing. But by this point, if you want to have everything that GW, sells to you, you're basically going to be broke. You gotta buy like what? One thing after another. It's not hard to think that if you want to be a part of the tabletop, you gotta be rich to some extent, or just have a lot of exposable income, because I don't see how you're gonna keep up with them, But I just want for us to get to this part where Henry Cavill is already made something. One of the live action projects are finished, then we can actually see something. But there's a lot of talks, of course, and last year we talked about this, from where they're going to actually start the lore, because there's so much, and if you want to have some kind of a continuity, So the main audience can understand what the heck is 40k. You do have to have a beginning point and then continue from there. It's just very important, because for those people that have no idea what's 40k, and it's not enough that 40k is one of the most, literally, most complicated, most most interesting in deep lore that you can ever see in anything, really. Starting from just like somewhere, a random story, like people are gonna be so confused. You need to have the story about the Imperium and how the Emperor came to be, at least to some extent, whether that be in a flashback or not. Yeah, we have talked about this many times, but for those of you that haven't heard this, I'm just I'm just letting you know that for me as a 40k fan, it's essential. Whether that's gonna be in a movie or in a TV show, we have to have some kind of a beginning of the 40k universe. Maybe even it's going to be great if they can explain the war in heaven, because that war is fascinating. And then after that, we can get back to the Imperium, the Emperor, how he's conquering Earth and how he came to be, which is still a mystery. I mean, some people think that he is just a combination of a lot of shamans. They just died, sacrificed themselves, their souls combined, and they created Voltron. I'm kidding, they created the Emperor of Mankind. And from there, he just grew up as a almost normal boy, but then he found out that he had powers. He killed his uncle, who killed his father. That's why he killed his uncle, and then proceeded to be many personalities throughout history, like Alexander the Great and others very famous people, until he eventually decided to take the reins and actually conquer the earth with the help of this old guy, Malcador the Sigillite, who is extremely wise and cool person, and I really love him. And they have amazing brawl off with each other, not the gay one. True genuine connection actually is pretty amazing. In those last 3 books, it's depicted really well, and it's hitting you right in the gut when you get to the part where Malcador is actually sacrificing himself by being on the golden throne, which only the Emperor can actually sustain and survive on it. Thank you so much, guys, for the links. And yes, this is the Sanguinius Horus playlist. Oh, let me check that. If I can from here. No, I can't from OBS. I mean, I want to make sure. Yeah, this is the playlist, but we need like the whole movie. The whole movie that I did. So yeah, those are the individual episodes. But if you want to see the whole thing put together, that exists. So yeah, click on it if you can find the whole thing put together and send that into the chat. That's gonna be most useful, I think. So that 30k armor, by the way, is pretty cool. But what the I will probably always have a soft spot for the brand new one. Oh, thank you. Here it is, Horus versus Sanguinius, the whole movie. Thank you. That's perfect. Yeah, you found it. You absolutely found it. Thank you. So I do think that those new designs of those new armor, I mean Terminators and Dreadnoughts, it's pretty cool. Saturine. It's gonna take me a while. Saturine. Armor and stuff like that. It's yeah. But I wondered if some of the old Primarchs just pop out of nowhere. Are they going to have a 40k armor, or are they going to have a 30k armor? No, basically the lion did pop out of nowhere, and I think he's upgraded. I'm pretty sure. So guys, that's really it. I mean, we can't. The thing from the title that I said, this Valdor and Malcador appear in this epic Horus blah blah. It's live. I can't talk. In this epic Horus Heresy trailer, but we only get to see this because what a tabletop game that most people are not gonna be able to even afford to play, and we're not getting an actual amazing animation with main characters, not freaking yet, and we really should. So yeah, and yeah, it's cool that we got this Space Marine 2 Titus animation, the Amazon thing. It was cool, but it's so freaking brief. All of these are so brief. I mean, they probably cost a ton of money, that's why, to make. They're pretty much game cinematics, you know. But I just want this either on a movie or animation like this. I will be happy with both, really. I don't actually require to see this in live action. I would love to see it in live action anyway, but this is also very satisfactory, you know. So I would leave you with that, guys. It's amazing, it's epic, but when are we going to get something like that in animation? And when is GW going to start to make main characters in their freaking Warhammer Plus service? Because it's pretty freaking empty there. You know, crickets. There are a few, of course, but they're just bringing new animation every few months, and that's not enough. That's just not enough, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. You can check the links down below if you'd like to support me. If you're interested in any coaching services that have to do with fitness, health, nutrition, intimate relationships, I do that at OnlyFans, where I do only good things, not bad things, not porn, not explicit content, not naked pictures, not anything of the sort. I mean, I am showing my physique, but it's all censored. It's just for the purposes of teaching you guys how am I sustaining a very good physique for the last 10 years. So only showing muscles and yeah, it's great, it's censored, it's good, and everything is for information and education, and that's it. My own pocket dimension in the chaos realm of OnlyFans, but I have my Empress dimension in which I do good things. And that is it, guys. So thank you so much. And until next time with me, the 40k Empress. Yeah, kissing you. Bye bye.